My name is Marsha, and I live in Lincoln, California. I have always had a problem believing that I was loved, either by my parents, by my husband, my my son, and especially, I couldn't really believe that God loved me, and that was my. The pastor asked in one of the classes, "What is your greatest point of pain in your life?" And that was it for me, the lack of love, the lack of being lovable, of being able to be loved, or really loving anybody. I did have some, they called it spidering back in that day. It was in 1974, 1975. And the pastor that I had, they were very good pastors, great foundation. She wanted me to do a session with her for, she called it spidering. And so I did, and she asked me what was the case surrounding my birth, and I found out what it was, and I came back and I told her that when I was born, that was in '46, my mom, something was wrong within birth. She had a very hard time, so she was in bed for a month, and I was without her in the hospital for 2 weeks. And I believe that that's where the anger, like as an infant, because of frustration, I think that was the doorway. And then as I grew, I hate to say this, but I was abused. My mom would physically abuse me. And also, my father left when I was 3. So that abandonment and the abuse, I think, helped make whatever that was grow and get stronger in me. And so it was called a stronghold. I didn't do a one-on-one, a personal delivery session with anybody, but I did listen. And when the pastor asked, I can speak louder, Ashley. When the pastor asked, "What was your greatest point of pain?" that pointed me to what it was. And then the Lord started like giving me. I remembered, being hit a lot as a kid. I remember my dad leaving, and so then I connected those dots. And so then I asked God to forgive me for, I realized I believed a lie, and I started getting emotional. And so I asked forgiveness for believing a lie, a lie like that for my whole life. And so I repented, and I asked forgiveness and repented, and I renounced uh, I renounced the stronghold, the spirit that had a stronghold on me, and I prayed, and it went on through the next day. Actually, the next day I ended up forgiving my mother, forgiving my father, because so no matter like what happens, it seems like with a kid and their mom or their dad, they're always going to love them. So I did love my parents, but it was a hard childhood in many ways. So when I realized that it was love, that not I'd not gotten love, and I always wondered why I didn't know what joy was. Everyone talks about joy. I'm going, I don't get joy. And so I've been really light, and I mean, I feel lighter, I feel free. Um, I'm very happy and grateful that the Lord is who He says He is, and that we can have the freedom that we are designed to have in order to be of use to this world. And so I guess that's my story, Ashley, and I'm going to stick to it. I think honestly you should trust, because I've been a Christian since I was like since 1974. And I've had a hard time. I didn't know if it was me thinking or things coming to my mind or if it was God. But now I know that it was God. And to listen to what you're, listen to what you're hearing and take it to heart. Because the thing about, like I said, about joy, I knew I was not experiencing joy, but I never really got up off my duff and asked questions or tried to figure it out. I just accepted. I just thought, well, this is how I am. This is who I am. But that wasn't the truth. That was a lie. And so if you have any thoughts about how you react to things, or what if somebody says something to you, if it's easy for you to get offended, there's a problem there because we're not designed that way. We're designed to be free and to realize, hey, maybe they're having a bad day, not that it's not personal to us. So I do want to say that if any of you have gone through anything similar to what I've been talking about, in any emotional range, there is hope for you, and God is there for you, and He has always been there for you, and is just waiting for you to give the okay. So come to God, see who He is, find out who He is, and what freedom is in Him, and what love, and what joy, and what peace in this world, which is pretty magnificent.